Good evening, everybody. This is JRants here, and I'm just going to share my thoughts on this divisional playoff week, because we've had 4 games that were all decided by a single touchdown. Hey, just because my Vikes are out of the race doesn't mean I can't still talk a little football. The first one was a pretty good battle between the Patriots and the Chiefs, in which the Patriots outlasted the Chiefs by a score of 27-20, despite not really being able to run the ball. Hey, that just goes to show you that balance is overrated, especially these days. So once again, the Patriots are going to the AFC Championship for the 5th year in a row, I believe. Wow, the Patriots in the AFC Championship? That's something new. Now, being an avid Viking fan, I couldn't be happier knowing that the Fudge Packers are out of the race. And I know Packer fans are people just like you and me, but a good chunk of them almost never let me hear the end of it, as they lose a 26-20 overtime game against the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, that just breaks my heart. My sympathy ain't really there. Oh, yeah. The Packers were lucky that it even went into overtime. Ah, yes. Fellow Minnesotan Larry Fitzgerald was heroic that day. The next day, we saw the Seahawks take on the Carolina Panthers. Interesting fact, most of my comments I've gotten on YouTube have ironically been from Seahawks fans. And no, they're not nearly as mean as the Packer fans have been. In fact, they're not really mean at all. And the 2 videos that have gotten the most views on YouTube, that is, were the games involving the Seahawks. Of course, the Viking-Packer game of Week 17 had the most views on Facebook. Unlike the other 3 that were more back and forth, this was up and down. The Seahawks outscored the Panthers 24-0 in the second half, but not before the Panthers outscored them 31-0 in the first half. The last game of the divisional round was between Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos and Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams were a little too aggressive. Hey, it's going to be your last game of the year, Brett. Can't hold anything back now. And I feel they both kind of let some scoring opportunities slip away. You know, I feel in the playoff games it's better to be overly aggressive than overly conservative. That's a little debatable, though. But it was a good game. Titans Bronx came out on top 23-16, and which means it looks like we're going to have one last dance between Peyton and Brady in the AFC Championship game. Well, I'm not really a huge Patriot hater because of, the Deflategate. I think Spygate was worse. I'd like to see Peyton go to the Super Bowl again. I'd like to see him even his Super Bowl record at 2-2, but we'll see. And meanwhile, the NFC comes down to 2 teams that are 0-1 in the Super Bowl, and both of their 1 losses were heartbreakers. I'd be happy for either one of those guys to win it. So let's hope for a couple exciting games down the line. However, we'll see what happens. This is JRants signing out. Peace out, people.